बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलामुअलैकुम। उम्मीद है आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। आज की वीडियो का टॉपिक है मौलवी तमीज़ुद्दीन केस 1955। बेसिक फैक्ट्स। द कॉन्स्टिट्यूट असेंबली अमेंडेड सेक्शन 9, 10, 10A, 10B of the Government of India Act 1935 through the Government of India Amendment Act 1954. These amendments reduce the power of Governor General. Governor General re-acted and dissolved the Constituent Assembly on 24th October 1954. Governor General issued a proclamation in this regard. Maulvi Tamizuddin was president of the Constituent Assembly, so he challenged the proclamation in the Sindh Chief Court. He prayed for a writ of mandamus and writ of quo warranto. Writ of mandamus to restrain respondents from giving effect to the proclamation and from interfering with the exercise of his functions as a president of Constituent Assembly, and in writ of quo warranto to oust ministers of the cabinet respondent 2 to 10 appointed by the Governor General. Government reply. Section 6, Subclause 3 of the Indian Independence Act 1947 gave the Governor General of each of the new dominions full power to assent to any law of the legislatures of the dominions. The Sindh Chief Court has got no jurisdiction to issue any writ, and Section 223A, which was inserted by the Constituent Assembly in the Government of India Act 1935 giving writ jurisdiction to the court, was never assented to by the Governor General of Pakistan. Situation on ground. The laws or any amendment made in the Government of India Act 1935 were never sent for approval to the Governor General from 1947 to 1954. So many laws were in operation and many cases had been decided or were under trial in this regard. Governor General was not having power to dismiss assembly and to issue emergency power of ordinance 1955 under Government of India Act 1935. Under the Indian Independence Act 1947, Governor General was bound to give his assent to the laws made by the Constituent Assembly till the new constitution. Sindh Chief Court's decision. Sindh Chief Court decided in favor of the Maulvi Tamizuddin. The proclamation issued by the Governor General was invalidated. Judgment of Chief Court. Objection against 223A was overruled. Objection against new section 10 was overruled. The word law in the section 6.3 has reference only to the ordinary law and not the constitution. CA was the sovereign body and was not subject to checks and balances. Judgment continued. CA had powers to repeal not only Section 6.3 of the Indian Independence Act but the whole of the Act itself. Rule 15 was properly framed by CA with regard to dissolution. The Indian Independence Act does not contain express provision for dissolution. Legislatures are created by statutes, so statutes should provide for their dissolution. Brankton's maxim that which is not otherwise lawful is lawful by necessity. The arguments that Governor was having his justice prerogative to dissolve the CA was not valid. Then government appeal. Government filed an appeal to federal court headed by Justice Munir. Could the Governor General, a nominee of the Queen, imply his power to deny the laws of CA, a representative body? He has a constituted assembly, lost a representative mandate in 1954 as it was elected in 1946. The federal court decided in favor of government on 21st March 1955. So this is the decision here. Thank you so much.